All right, and we are live, people.
It's
The
the
moment
AC
you
show. Sorry.
close one thing out I didn't need to close out, but I'll go back to it in just a second. Just had to tweet this out. All right. You want to go ahead and mute your YouTube?
I did just now. I was trying to. Sorry.
That's all right. I was just like that. I was just like.
Yeah, sorry. I got it now. We're good.
Awesome. All right. I had accidentally closed a window. All right, everybody. We are a minute in and we are live and everything looks to be cooking. Too bad we're not good looking.
Maybe you aren't.
Oh, one Raz, as promised, coffee. Hey, Cosmic Dumpster.
I got the stream going, like, on my other screen. And so I just watched myself high-five you. And I was like, oh, it's going for another high five. It's like messing with my brain. You ever see those speech jammers? Are you familiar with speech jamming? It's when you put on headphones and you listen to yourself say something, like on a delay, like a 1 second delay. So as you speak, it repeats what you said in your ears a second later. And so it makes you like stutter and stumble and you can't figure out what you're saying because it like screws up your brain.
Well, it's probably because you don't have the alerts turned on for your computer, Cosmic Dumpster. I mean, come on, hit that bell.
Yeesh.
All right, well, everybody, I am Aaron, aka the Handy Outdoor Nerd, and this guy over here is
Mr. CarrellScience, or Chris. And he's Aaron, and I'm Chris. That's AC Show.
Yep. So you're watching the AC Show. This is episode 7 of the AC Show, the cool show on YouTube. All right. So, excuse me. Let me click a button. What we got coming up for you guys is Cool Prints here in just a couple of minutes. And then after Cool Prints, we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. We're going to be talking about 3D printed heart valve. This kind of ties into the last video we did with 3D Printing Professor, where we talked about a regular 3D printer that has been kind of modified now to print organic material. It kind of prints it into a gel.
I just remembered something. Sorry. I just remembered something that you said 3D printer that was modified, and I saw a 3D printer this last week that was modified to do something really cool, and so I'm going to just try and pull it up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure.
Oof. Man, I wondered if they could use the heated bed to melt things together. That's all I'm going to say about it.
They could. So we're going to talk about that, and we're also going to be talking about iRobot's new little thing they've got going on. It's called Roots, the coding robot. So we'll be pulling that up here too, here in just a little bit, and talk about that. I was going to see if they would kind of chime in about it, which is typical because my channel is very small. But, all right. So, you want to do cool prints first?
Sure. Not all of my things are prints, but they're cool, so I'm gonna
Well,
show you.
what I'm going to show is not here, so I'm just going to pull up a picture.
I, so some of the stuff that I printed over this last week is still over at my classroom, and I almost ran out to go grab it before the stream started, but I didn't want to be late because this show is very important to me. So I'm just going to show off a couple of things that I've done recently that I don't think I've shown off on the show yet. So first of all, I've got actually let me just. So I 3D printed. I 3D printed another maker coin in this really cool red. I'm trying to remember what company made this. There was a company just recently that just started and they had this promotion that was like 30% off or something, and I got this really sweet like dark red. It was pretty cool. I did a first attempt at 3D printing a modified little. Basically, this would be like a slot car. So essentially, I would have I'd have a bearing and a bearing and a bolt on each end. And when the bearing makes contact with a wire that would have a battery attached to it, then it would power a motor that would strap to the back and cause it to roll. And I plan eventually on modifying this into a cable car that actually hangs up in my classroom. And so it'll run across the cable, and then it'll have a switch on the other end that'll make it go back the other direction. So it'll move back and forth throughout the day. And it's actually going to be powered by a solar panel that I'll attach to one of the lights in my classroom. So when I turn the lights off, when I leave at the end of the day, it turns off the cable car and doesn't run anymore.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
So Cosmic, so let's see if we can get this to pop up. Cosmic Dumpster asked, is there a 3D printer that prints with organic material that can make food taste and feel exactly like a steak without it being a steak? Yes.
Didn't we talk about
fake
this?
meat. A couple episodes back.
I think we talked a little bit about it last week too.
Yeah, we talked about the 3D printed steak on the space station.
Yes.
But a couple episodes back, I'm not sure which episode it was. You'll just have to go through each episode, Cosmic Dumpster, and watch it. We talked about it. But what they did is they use a plant. So they've discovered that this organic plant, which is what kind of cows and all that use, it is what gives the taste to the meat, they say, and that makes it almost be like a bloody substance, which is the blood is kind of what has all that flavor, and it tastes like meat. It's pretty much what it is. So they use an actual plant to make your celery taste like a steak, if you want, pretty much.
And so then I just got like a couple more things real quick. So I had a video come out yesterday about these little rocks called Apache tears. And it's going to be really difficult for you guys to see these little rocks right here. But when you're looking at them as just like a rock, they just look like a black little rock. But then when you put them on a light source, they actually are slightly transparent. I can get this here. So I got a few of these here. If I can find a really good one. So like this one here, it just looks like a little lava rock, which I mean it is just a little lava rock, but it just looks like a black rock, like totally solid. And then when you put it on a light source, it actually glows. You can see right through it. So here, I'll cover this up. You see the rock, and then when you put it on the light, it just glows perfectly clear. It's super cool. And then one more little cool print here. That's an actual print. Is right here. So this is my Monoprice Select Mini version 1. It's a little tiny 3D printer that I bought for my wife last year, and it's pretty cool. I do most of my little time-lapse videos on this printer because it's the one that stays at my house all the time. And this is the cool print that I wanted to show. This printer actually comes with a different hot end assembly than this, but it doesn't have a cooling fan. So I added this extra fan to it that blows cool air on top of my prints while it's printing, and that helps to reduce stringing and helps to improve the accuracy of the printer, and it just snaps into place. And so I was able to 3D print this whole assembly that attaches the new hot end, and then bada bing, bada boom. It's literally a cool print because it cools down my prints while it's printing. And Aaron, it looks like, has left for a minute. So I will